The 0–1 defeat against Aston Villa can be considered as the last straw, fully reflecting the limitations of coach Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. The successful penalty push of goalkeeper David De Gea in the howling victory over West Ham on September 19 saved Man United from the humiliating match, but could not save the coach Ole Gunnar Solskjaer before the questions of experts. And now, after Aston Villa's sword, perhaps Solskjaer should also be aware that the time spent fiddling with his options has been exhausted. 28 shots and 0 goals. For the first time in 5 years, Man United has experienced such an inefficient match at home in the Premier League, precisely since the 0–0 draw against Burnley in October 2016, when the Red Devils ended. Score 38 times without scoring any goals. Man United made 402 passes with an accuracy rate of 77%. The defence made mistakes continuously. The attack, despite possessing quality individuals, was still in a serious stalemate. The players are tense, the pressure is on, the links are completely broken. There are many ways to lose a game, but Man United chooses the worst. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer should be the character to take responsibility for the chaos and fragmentation mentioned above. Throughout the match, while his colleague on the other side of the front line, Dean Smith, was constantly shouting and directing, people only saw Solskjaer sitting like a statue on a chair. Looking at the way Man United play, we can easily see that the game takes place according to the arbitrary style of the players. The strong stars are fighting each other, many positions are chaotically trampling each other, and the most annoying thing is that between the stars of Man United there does not seem to be any interaction on the field. The pair of central defenders Varane, Maguire have played together long enough, but still like two strangers standing in the defence. In attack, no matter how hard Cristiano Ronaldo moves, Mason Greenwood chooses to dribble and finish. As someone who has a broad vision of the game, Solskjaer should have stood up and reminded his students to listen to their teammates instead of listening to their own hearts. But Solskjaer seemed to choose to let go and let the game go the way the players wanted. That's not what talented and dedicated coaches usually do. Question marks for Solskjaer? Not only failed in the task of spreading the fire and reading the game, Solskjaer continued to show his squirming, and this is a squirming that has been prompted by the press many times. In the first 5 matches of the season, Paul Pogba played well in the role of a left-sided central midfielder. At that time, Pogba's organisational role was very clear, and that kind of playing environment also helped Pogba's best qualities to be promoted. It is clearly shown through 7 assists in the table. But without understanding what thought came from, Solskjaer pushed Pogba to the left, playing on the side like a winger, while a good opportunity player like Ronaldo moved around the field. The heat map shows that Pogba was wasted on the left wing for a long time before gradually moving into the middle. Unfortunately, when Aston Villa have built a defensive position, this adjustment is also meaningless. As a result, superstar assists like Pogba only had 38 passes in the match against Aston Villa, and one of them became a key pass that opens a scoring opportunity. The fact that Solskjaer kept Greenwood until the end of the game was also a confusing decision. Of United's 28 shots, Greenwood alone contributed 8 times and none of them created a real danger. Greenwood's playstyle, overall, is ineffective with cumbersome dribbles, slow reading ability. Did the presence of England head coach Gareth Southgate in the stands turn Greenwood into such a selfish version of himself? The only mark Solskjaer made in the loss to Aston Villa was realising Harry Maguire was in trouble and quickly pulling him off the pitch. However, that is just a solution to the fire, and in terms of the overall layout of the Man United defence, whether or not Maguire is equally bad. Solskjaer had